Welcome back to my channel, Kate in the Place. The place in question at the moment is Southeast Asia, Cambodia to be exact. This is my 7th country on this trip and I've been travelling for almost 5 months now. Join me as I travel from the laid-back city of Kampot to one of the most beautiful islands I've ever seen by tuk-tuk, bus and speedboat. Welcome to Koh Rong Sanloem. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kate in the Place. Today, you'll never guess what country I'm in. Yep, I'm still in Cambodia. Would you believe I never knew before coming here that Cambodia can look like this? I'm spending the next couple of nights here on this very remote, isolated island called Koh Rong Sanloem. There's a bigger, more developed island next to it called Koh Rong. That one has, more bars, more hotels, more restaurants, but this one, parts of it are still very developed, but I'm at a part called Mpai Bay and there is very little going on here. It's absolutely perfect. There's still a really nice couple of bars, restaurants, places to stay, but it's very small. The other thing about Koh Rong Sanloem is that there are no roads to speak of, so every bay is isolated and to get between them you have to take a boat. So this is the only bit of the island that I've seen so far, but you know what? I'm happy with that. I'm just looking forward to a couple of days to relax, chill out, maybe do a little bit of swimming, snorkeling. Look at the colour of that water. I'm very excited to be here and living a very simple life. There's no internet on this island, there's no AC, it's just nature at its best, really. So this morning I'm just going for a little explore. I've just been enjoying the beach, relaxing, swimming, eating. There's great food here actually, just all along by the beach front. And now I just found this path. Don't know where it goes, but let's find out. So I was following this path along anyway, not sure really where it would take me, and about 15 minutes later I'm at this, I think it's the same bay, but there's very few people around, no shops, no restaurants, no bars, just white sand and crystal clear blue water. Am I in heaven? Is this Cambodia? What? I never knew Cambodia looked like this. It's so unspoiled. I hope it stays this way, guys, I really do. The locals are heading out fishing, they're just untangling some nets. There's some tents up here, maybe people are camping, but no hotels, no accommodation, and it's paradise. Let's get in the sea. I could do this all day, honestly. It doesn't even matter if I see any fish or not. Like, it's just so beautiful. The water is so warm, it's so clear, it's sunny. What's been pretty surprising as well about all this area, Mpai Bay, Koh Rong Sanloem, is that, well, this part anyway, it's absolutely spotless. Like, the water is clean, the beach is clean, it's pristine. It's so clear. There's no rubbish. It's just some other beaches that I've been to here in Southeast Asia, they're not clean, especially Bali. Sorry to call you out, Bali, but the beaches in Bali and the water in Bali is not clean. And in Vietnam, at times it wasn't either. I haven't been to the beaches in the south of Thailand yet, but I will be very soon. So we'll see how they live up to it. But so far, this is hands down by far the best beach destination that I've been to here in Southeast Asia. Cambodia, who'd have thought it? After spending an absolutely stunning day at the beach, honestly, it's like the Maldives here. It's ridiculous. I am looking for a place to watch sunset. So the only downside in my opinion to Mpai Bay is that it doesn't face the sun. It's north facing, or it doesn't face the sunset or the sunrise because it faces the north. But I think that there's a place up this hill here where you can see it pretty well. One of the things I love so much about this bay is that it's really local. It's full of Cambodian families living here. You see kids playing in the water, locally owned businesses, and there are a lot of expats here as well, people who've decided to live here long term. It's not so much of a backpacker hub. That's more Saracen Bay, the other one. To be honest, I don't have any great interest in going there. I've had my fair share of backpacker places for a while, you know. I have a love-hate relationship with the backpacker scene. You know, I feel pretty old for it a lot of the time. I'm not a big drinker, not mad into going out, so sometimes I like it. It's very social. There's great hostels along the way and I get to meet some really amazing people, and then sometimes it's overwhelming. It's too many people, too many tourists, and a lot of partying, which is just not my thing anymore. Was it ever? I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, a little bit. But check this out. Just about 5 minutes from the guest house I'm staying in, got this wonderful view. So I'm really liking these more few laid back chilled days, but if you're looking for a bit more variety, a bit more nightlife, maybe a different variety of restaurants, then Saracen Bay is definitely the place for you. No better way to end the day.
The next day I decided to eat my words as my curiosity was getting the better of me. I decided to check out Saracen Bay and the other side of the island. This involved a 40-minute boat taxi in these bright blue waters.
So today I've decided to take a ferry or a boat taxi to the other side of the island to Saracen Bay. Now Saracen Bay is where most people would come and most people would stay during their time here on Koh Rong Sanloem, and honestly I can see why. The main strip out by the beach there is absolutely amazing. They've got lovely restaurants with all different types of food from all over the world, some nice hostels, even a resort. So it's very nice. Like if you're looking for a bit of ease, I would recommend Saracen Bay. I still like the more rustic approach myself, but it's really nice to do a day trip here. So I just had a lovely brunch. I'm stuffed, and now I'm going for a little stroll. There are some roads on this side of the island, but honestly I'm not quite sure. I heard you can do a jungle hike to get to either Lazy Beach or Sunset Beach, two of the other beaches across the bay, but there's no signs. It doesn't show on Google Maps, and it's hot. It's the middle of the day here, so I'm just going to keep walking until I see something, or until I pass out from the heat. It's funny, once you get away from the main beach and the main beach strip, this is the Cambodia that I've come to know and love. It's got the red gravel roads, mountains, trees, forests. The humidity is killing, hence all the sun protection. I know I'm very fashionable, I get it, but oh, there's a sign, Sunset Beach, straight ahead. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm on the right track. That was hard. Also not a jungle hike. They're cutting down the trees everywhere. Hopefully not building a lot of resorts, but if I had to guess, that'd be it. Get here before it gets taken over by giant resorts. Okay, now this is a jungle hike. Just the last couple of meters, I think, I hope. And yeah, don't wear sandals. that was a mistake. So I'm guessing the tide is out at the moment because there's not a huge amount of beach. Woo! And it gets deep quite fast. Woo! But it's still beautiful. I'd love to see a bit more of the beach itself, you know, so the sand is really white and stuff. But yeah, it's in at the moment. The water feels great. I'm jumping straight in after that hike. So I'm back again in Saracen Bay after my time on beautiful Sunset Beach. The only thing I'll say about it is that the water wasn't that clear. I went in to do a little bit of snorkeling, just had my goggles on, and it wasn't very clear, wasn't great for swimming. Whereas the water behind me here in Saracen Bay it's 10 times better, I must say. This is very Maldives-esque. So I'm gonna head back in again before the 40-minute boat back to Empire Bay. So having spent 4 nights here now on Koh Rong Sanloem, I can clearly say that first of all I'm shocked that Cambodia looks like this. Honestly, and this is the end of my time in Cambodia, it's been such a diverse place to be, between the history and the archaeology at Siem Reap and Angkor Wat, to the capital, to Phnom Penh, to more recent tragic history, but also a massive sprawling city, going on then to Kampot with the relaxed river life, and then here in absolute paradise in Koh Rong Sanloem. But I'm really liking the more undeveloped, less developed places, I have to say, as I learn about myself as a traveller. Those are the kind of areas that I would be leaning towards, I guess. They're my preferences. So this just relaxing white sandy beaches, Maldives type beaches, has been an absolute treat. So tomorrow I'm starting bright and early with a brand new adventure, so stay tuned. Cambodia, that's a wrap. I'll see you in the next place.